Oh boy, I know it's been a while, but we're out here doing another putter round, putter only round, I should say. And we got quite a few putters. We got this whole bag just full of different ones. I don't think we're gonna get to all of them. There are a few that I kind of want to just throw around, see if they are gonna go into the bag. But yeah, like I was saying, we got quite a bit of putters that we're gonna try. And one of the ones, one of the few that I've been trying to work in is this animal, this banger, and this pig. But it's a good thing we brought all of our putters because we get to bring the pig up against our slammer and our tactic, which I think the tactic I use more for straighter shots, and the slammer is more of a really overstable, beefy disc. But yeah, and I've done a couple with the pig so far, and it's not really forehand torque resistant. It's a nice little flip up forehand, but I mean, I like things I can just kind of hammer away at. But yeah, we're just gonna get a couple throws off this one, and then all the rest of them we'll just see. So I think we'll go with the banger, and then we'll probably go with our alpaca, and then we'll probably get one throw with the animal, since they are all backhand discs. This first one, throwing 3 off the top, so we'll just take our better one, and then going forward, we'll decide what we're gonna do. We'll probably just take our first one after that. Oh, banger went a little long. So we also got like a little bit of a left to right tail. It ain't crazy. It ain't a crazy amount of wind, but still there. That was our alpaca.
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect.
Really glidey, hit the base of the basket. And then now the least torque resistant out of all of them. But the animal is still a fun disc to throw.
You're an animal! Yeah! I'm an animal!
A little bit stable. I know I've thrown it a couple times, but it's also been really windy. So I thought that was gonna kind of flip up, but it kind of just stayed on that hyzer. So pretty much a really neutral flying putter. Okay, so I know I said I was gonna take the better out of the 3, but my third one was probably my worst one. So I think I'm just gonna putt these 2, and then for the rest of it, we'll throw a couple extra ones, but we'll be taking our first one mainly. There we go, that's what we needed. We needed these putts to be good because we're about to record our Wailing the Fairways right after this. And honestly, I want to come out here and get some practice. Alrighty, so this is the hole that I kind of want to test the forehands on. Just throw something out wide and high a little bit on the left side. And we're going to have the slammer, pig, and evolution tactic, which I think normally I'll be actually going with the tactic on this one. And don't have a zone right now as we speak, but I kind of want to get that and maybe like a jawbreaker, or even like just a putter line plastic and the premium plastic, which I pretty much know how the zone flies. It's just I want to get a good comparison on these, just so I can kind of compare which one I kind of want more over the other, because I really like the slimer, especially how overstable it is. That was way too far. That was way too far. That was way too high, I should say, not too far. Almost the same thing. That one kind of pushed a little bit farther. Alright, the slammer, I know I have to throw a little bit of turn on it. Oh,
What the
yeah, Richard? Way too much on this. Should probably give it the exact same flight as the other one though. Alrighty, so this is at like that distance where it could be a jump putt, but I've been having some good distance with my putters. I think we'll give it like a little jumper. A little bit too left. That one's good. There we go. That was the one that we needed right there. Alrighty, so this one we got a pretty stiff headwind, and I kind of want to throw something a little bit more stable, but I know that something really stable won't kind of glide that far. So we're gonna test out the resistance of the Banger GT. I know it's a little bit more of an overstable putter, but, or I know it's a little bit more of an overstable putter, so we're just gonna see how much torque resistance it can actually handle. I probably can't get this there with, especially in a headwind. It's 390 feet, par 3, but hey, all we gotta do is just try. I don't know if I should put this on like a little flex line or just like a little Anheuser line, just let it go over all the way. I think that's our best chance to actually maximize the glide. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna push it out to the left and just see if it can go down there. That's looking pretty good if it keeps on holding.
And I know bangers. I know bangers.
Yeah, not too bad. It actually came out really nice, and it just held over the entire way, and it wasn't like too flippy to where it just dumped over and just held. So I know that one in the tailwind, that one could be like a really long bomber disc. The T sign said about 390. I'm probably like a good 40 feet maybe. I don't know, we can actually count it out. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, almost 15 steps. 15 times 3, 45. Yeah, so about 40, 45 feet maybe out. So probably do that about 345. So that's nothing to complain about, honestly. With the Banger, that's honestly pretty good. Look at that. That was like dead center. That was one of my best feeling putts in a while. There's another one. Barely missed it right. But yeah, hey, that one was dead center. That one just looked nice. Alrighty, so we're on hole 4, par 3, 324 feet. And we're just gonna go with something that's a little bit more torque resistance because we got a tailwind. So I go with something that kind of flip up and kind of fly straight, which I think the Animal could probably do that. But it's also a right to left. So I want something that could actually flip up. If this Animal is a little bit more beat in, it'll be able to do it, but I'm not gonna get the flip up. So we're gonna try maybe this Alpaca, and we'll probably try a Roach as well. But I think this Alpaca is the one to do it. I know it'll flip up just a little bit, but this wind might keep it from actually flipping to flat. I actually got it to flat and it turned a little bit too. So probably more height with the Roach and a little bit more hyzer. Yeah, it just, it flipped all the way over. Well, that's nice to know though. So, if you are wondering, like, oh, why did that Roach completely flip over for you in the right to left wind? Well, I've had that Roach for a while already, and that one's a little beat in. So, if y'all want to know what a Roach could beat into, then y'all might want to look at that flight and say, oh, dang, that's kind of a sick flight for a Roach, which the Roach is a good disc. It's just, I putt with alpacas, so I'd much rather throw an alpaca versus throw something else that is kind of unfamiliar to me. But also the Roach is getting a little bit deeper for my hands. It's starting to feel like it. And I don't know how much longer I'll be putting with them. But they're working right now, so once they stop working, then that's whenever I'll probably switch. That's way too high. But these alpacas do have some glide though. And that's an unfortunate roll as well. Dang it. Need to do that the whole time. I just completely missed my comebacker. I wasn't recording, and that sucks. But we still got our 5 on this hole because we couldn't make our comeback here. And I forgot to press record. Could have easily just lied and re-putted it, but we don't do that around here. We actually
don't leave here.
Show up and put our actual scores in the videos. Hole 5, par 3, 222 feet. And we're gonna try something different here. Normally I go backhand on the right side, let something coast off. Oh, haven't jogged in a minute. But I think today what we're gonna do is just throw a forehand, a little flex hand, a little flexy, off to the right and just let it coast in and go right. And that's what I'm liking right now. Oh boy, I'm so out of breath. Like that right there. And that's pretty much parked. The only thing with the Slimer is that it has no glide, so I can honestly just push that however hard I want to, and it won't go that far. But this Tactic and this Pig, they are a little bit more glidey. What did I tell you? Just a little bit. But I also didn't throw that as hard as I did with the Slimer. And that thing just, like I said, just isn't torque resistant, dude. I've seen a lot of people throw the Pig, and I thought it was going to be a lot more overstable. But I guess I'm pretty sure that's probably why the Toro was invented, because Calvin Hamburg was probably just turning over the Pig. But if you're like a smooth touch forehand guy, maybe the Pig is the perfect disc for you. Oh, this is one way to come back from a good 5, or not a good 5, but a terrible 5. Just parking it right underneath the basket. Then also the Evolution Tactic wasn't too far as well. Easy. But we're not going to show you where the Pig is. Alrighty, and I'm also not saying that the Pig is like the worst disc ever made, but I'm just saying that if you have a slower arm speed, the Pig is going to probably do better for you than probably what like the Zone or something would do. Or even like a Zone OS. I feel like the Pig is like where you can get the same flight out of the Zone, not throwing as hard with the Pig. Because the Zone, you kind of got to crank over on them just for them to go a certain distance. And if you really don't have the arm speed to actually throw a Zone probably like 300 feet, 250, try Pig out. And if you're good with your angles, the Pig is probably be a really deadly weapon for you. It's just, I don't have really good control over my hyzer flips with my forehand, and I'm more of a flat to anhyzer player with my forehand. So I like stuff that is a little bit more beefy for me. But we're gonna go anyways. We're on hole 6, par 3, 190 feet. And so we're just gonna see. Came back from that double with the birdie, so we're 1 under still. And we're gonna try out. We're gonna give, okay, we got the Cobra Strike Clutch, which is a good disc that I actually do like. Then we got the Banger, which proved itself already to be a favorite in my bag. And then the Alpaca, which is already in the bag. And honestly, I just got them, not to honestly compare, because I feel like the Alpaca, it just can go in my bag. But the way that the Banger feels in my hand just feels real good. So that's probably why it might have a spot in my bag. I just don't want it to be overlapping this Alpaca, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that was terrible. But also, in the headwind, I feel like the Banger is a better disc than the Alpaca. Oh, that was just too turned over. But I mean, the Alpaca came out like real fluttery out of the hand, and that Banger did not. Yeah, that was pretty much close to the Alpaca. I think the Alpaca and the Clutch are pretty much the exact same disc, just different companies. This is a little tricky putt, because 1, I do not like straddlers, and then 2, I just don't like it. But I've been watching some of the Trevor Staub disc golf, and he said to do anhyzer, kind of put your body in an anhyzer position, so you could do more of an anhyzer angle with your putt. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's put our body at an anhyzer position, and then what we want to do is we want to miss on the right side. If we miss on the right side, we did good, but if it just stalls out, we didn't turn it enough. Oh, and that works pretty good, honestly. Like I said, you want to miss it on the right side. Yeah, so I mean that works. on the anhyzer because I'm not, my body does not like throwing on anhyzer putts. This is kind of a hole where I kind of would like to have a more premium plastic overstable approach disc, but we just got the Pig right now and it's a little bit slicker than all the other ones. And I also like the Pig for a backhand as an overstable approach disc. So we were just gonna at the right tree, and I think honestly this should flip over just a little bit and then skip. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully I don't block the shot as well. Like I said, it just has like the tiniest bit of flip. And I also didn't skip as good, as hard as I wanted, or as hard as I thought I was gonna do, which is honestly a good thing, because if it would have skipped it, the flare skips way over to the other side, or the other fairway. And also, don't be like mixing my words saying that I'm saying that the Pig is flippy. I'm just saying that it has a lot more flip up than what I like out of an approach disc. I know it didn't flip all the way over like how y'all would assume I'm talking about it, but I mean, if you saw from the flight, or what I saw from the flight is, threw it on hyzer and it flattened out just a little bit, just the tiniest bit. And it's not like it's going flipping over and then holding it and going. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's flipping up just the tiniest bit. I know it might sound confusing to y'all small brains, but people that actually know will get it. People that actually know will actually putt too. Dude. Oh, but the Pig's a good putter. We could say that though. It's a nice overstable putter. And also talking about approach disc, this that actually kind of surprised me is the actual tactic. I don't know if Discmania actually makes a premium tactic, but I mean, maybe I find one and maybe that replaces the slammer, but this thing just beat in really quick, so I kind of got that little flip up to it now. And yeah, I mean, I like it. It's nice. It's actually pretty deep to where my fingers fit pretty good underneath it. And then with the slammer, it feels good because of that little groove top on top. So that's also the reason why I like the slammer. So it's either gonna be the tactic or the slammer. That's really it's gonna come down to. I think I'm done with the zones, just for the fact that I could get a zone OS and put it in my bag, but then I'll be having like 3 different zones taking up 3 different spots in my bag, and I wouldn't want like a bank or a, what is it called, a jawbreaker zone, a regular zone, and then a zone OS. And I feel like the zone OS is just a little bit too deep as well for my hand. So that's why I kind of like the slammer. So I can have a slammer, I can have a beat-in slammer, I can have a premium slammer, and then I can have whatever other putter I want too in my bag. And it won't be taking up too many spots for one disc. I know some people like that. I just don't like that. That's just gonna stall too. Dang it, we're gonna have a nice little comebacker. Probably shouldn't have done that so high. Probably should have kept the low to the ground. That's a little bit better. Just no power. Dang, weakling. Maybe I was talking about all that stuff about the Pig and maybe I need it because I have a small little baby arm. Oh, maybe. Look at that. You took all the mess about the disc that you don't really like, or you parked the hole with it. The way the world works, man. The way the world works. Okay, if I make this putt, all that stuff that I said about the Pig still stands. But if I miss it, I would say the Pig has to go in for the tactic. And I airballed it. So I guess the Pig really wants to go in the bag. Let me make a video on player 2. Because player 2 is just, he's goated, bruh. Like, I don't know. I need to figure out some way I can implement a player 2 round where I just do one drive off the tee. I get one extra shot off the tee. No, I get one extra shot per hole. Like if it's a shot that I'm like, oh dang, I wish I could do better, then I'll throw that. But I'm pretty sure mostly it's just me putts, because I do tend to miss a lot of those. But it'll also be funny if I go and I make a video of player 2 and I actually shoot out of my mind and player 2 never even gets a chance to play. Oh boy, I give that one all kinds of reasons to spit out. On hole 9, I'm pretty sure we're 1 under, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we went 1, 2, par. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, par. That makes sense. Yeah. So 2 under, and we're here at hole 9. Don't know how far it is. I don't know if you can see the tee sign, but there's no tee. There's no feet on there. But it is a par 3. And we're just going to go with our banger, off the tee, alpaca, and then clutch. Oh, smacked the tree, almost killed a bird. Dang it. That's going to be a fun scramble. That's good. That should be in between the trees. If not, it's probably... Actually, I don't even want to try this disc. I want to try a fun one, which is the animal. This disc, I'm pretty sure is going in the bag, bro. It's just too good. Oh. For some reason, I was able to get that thing to flip for so long. Alright, this is kind of like a struggle area for me. Being this far and trying to throw an anhyzer is kind of what I like to do. I would like to think I'm that good, but I just don't think I can get it there, or I'll probably blast way far past it. So I think what we're gonna do is just go with the slammer, forehand, see if we get it up there. I just need it to fade now. Get a skip, baby. All right, nice little roll. So that should be it for our 30 right there. Probably should do that off the tee, because tee's probably like 30, 40, 50 feet back behind. Alrighty, this is to finish it out. 2 under with the terrible double. So let's see if we can make this one. Ah, thank goodness we made it. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna have to get out this tee because people are throwing in on me, but I'll catch you on the outro. As you can tell by the bag that we're holding and the position that we're at, we're gonna do well in the fairway. So yeah, like I said, with the putters, honestly, I'm pretty sure I know which ones are gonna go in the bag and which ones aren't. And yeah, 2 under, had 4 birdies and a double, which kind of sucks, but you play the course however you want it to. Honestly, I wasn't caring that much, so I kind of got lost on how decently we were playing. I'm pretty sure that's our record for putters only here. Probably gotta set a record somewhere else. But either way, that's gonna do it for the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.